Crossovers are a big deal here in North America, and Volkswagen has finally gotten around to delivering a 3-row, family-friendly crossover that can compete with the likes of the Ford Explorer and the Toyota Highlander. So we're here in Quebec, Canada, to give the VW Atlas a quick test to see if it's good enough to be mentioned with the best in the segment. To suggest that the Atlas is a big deal for Volkswagen is an understatement. The company needs to get the American buyer's trust back after the diesel scandal, and this car is going to be priced competitively and made in the USA. It's also worth pointing out that this car utilizes the MQB architecture, which is similar to the Volkswagen Golf and Volkswagen Tiguan. It's interesting to see how much this architecture can scale to the various sizes of vehicle. A Golf is a compact car, and this is a huge 3-row SUV. Base models will come in around $30,000 and feature a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine and front-wheel drive. Optional extras include all-wheel drive and a V6, both of which our car has. That 4-cylinder turbocharged engine makes 235 horsepower, while the V6 that we're driving features 276 horsepower and is very smooth. All vehicles will be paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. If I have one disappointment, it's the V6 engine, which doesn't have a lot of power. Fortunately, the transmission is very good at keeping the car in the ideal gear. While this V6 makes 276 horsepower and it feels very smooth, other cars in this segment feature horsepower numbers as high as 300 and over, like the Ford Explorer. And this might be a turnoff for some buyers. But let's talk about the way this car drives. The steering is very light, which might be off-putting for some, and it's a little weird to see that in a German car, which normally has very heavy steering. But it's okay in a car like this. Other crossovers have light steering, and in this vehicle, it feels really good actually. And that light steering leads to a very confident feeling car. It doesn't feel like a large, unwieldy vehicle. You're going to feel comfortable driving this car, even in the suburbs or in the city. Now let's take a moment to talk about this all-wheel drive system. This is the 4-motion setup that was originally seen on the Volkswagen Alltrack. Primarily, it sends power to the front wheels, but when slippage is detected, it will start sending power rearward or even side to side. Now this car has 4 different driving modes for this all-wheel drive system. There's on-road, snow mode, off-road mode, and a custom off-road mode as well. Now those 4 different driving modes will adjust the stability control and other characteristics like the ABS, so that in all of those different driving situations, you'll have excellent grip. And when you go into the custom mode, you can adjust some of those characteristics yourself, including the way the steering feels, the throttle response, and even the gearbox as well. If there's one thing I can say about the interior of this vehicle, it's extremely spacious. It may not be the prettiest interior I've ever seen, and there's a lot of hard plastics in this mid-grade level vehicle, but it's extremely spacious, and not just for the front drivers, for the passengers in the back, and even in the 3rd row as well. Standard safety features for this car include a rear view camera and a post-collision automatic braking system, which means if you do get into an accident, and let's say you're sliding or being pushed around by another vehicle, the car will automatically engage the brakes so that you don't slide into oncoming traffic or even worse situations. Now the list of available features is extensive. There's great features like adaptive cruise control and automatic high beams, and there's also blind spot monitoring and lane keep assist. And other convenience features include 3-zone automatic climate control, heated seats, and a gorgeous touchscreen that works very well. While the interior design is nothing special, those safety features are pretty unique. The adaptive cruise control features stop-and-go capabilities and pedestrian detection, making it quite versatile. There's also a handy self-parking feature that will help people who may be intimidated by parking such a large vehicle. As a whole, Volkswagen has really delivered on the concept of a family-friendly crossover. The car seems perfect for road trips and for families. It's got lots of space, it's smooth to drive, and it's full of safety features. What more could you want in a family-friendly 3-row crossover? It may not be the microbus you were hoping for, but the VW Atlas is a great family-friendly hauler. In the aftermath of the diesel scandal, Volkswagen has to be perfect in order to regain the trust of the American buyer. And fortunately, the Atlas is very good. Going on sale this spring, you can see it for yourself.